Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well and that you're still surviving, and I hope you've been crafting with us. So today we just want to give you some feedback on what we did yesterday. We started working with some old scrapbook papers. Mom, you want to open yours? Mom is busy doing a Bible box and she used this scrap paper. Hi Sarita. So this is a scrap paper that has actually been, it's two pieces that's been joined together because the box is much taller than your papers are. Very pretty, Mom. I did this one. This is the bottom of my box. And this is my lid. We stopped yesterday while I was still busy doing this. Hello, Letitia. So I've completed my box. I just want to show you the edging. Remember I told you I can't cut very straight. So this is what happened. I didn't cut very straight. So I'm going to show you how to dolly that up so that it doesn't show so much. I think it's only on that edge. All the others seem to be fine. It's just that one. Okay, but this is the paper we've used to cover our box.
Okay, so fast.
My wat?
The top.
My top box first. Alright. So we used scrapbook paper for this. We covered it on the edges as well. We did the outside, and Mom did a Bible box, and she joined two pieces of scrap paper because the box is much taller. Hi Jeanette. So what we want to do with you today is actually show you what happens next. We've printed out some nice flower tutorials, designs, PDF. Hi Nunu. I got this on the internet. This lady, Leah Griffin, that's a page. So you can go and download on the internet. We'll put a link in the comments of the actual PDF download file, and then we're going to post a link of her video, which is a tutorial on YouTube. Please go and like and view the video to see how you make it. Hers have got stems on, so ours are not going to have stems because we want to do the flower on top of the boxes. So yeah, go and like and subscribe to her YouTube page. She's got awesome ideas. I don't have a commercial license, so I'm not going to be selling this. I'm just doing it for my own personal use. So yeah, go and download that file and view her video for the step-by-step. So I've printed out two sheets, A4 sheets of my designs. You have to print two sheets. See, it's got the little flower on, and this one's got the leafy bit. Now for hers, Donkey Sepia, she's printed her leaves on green paper, but I don't have any green paper, so I'm going to paint them. So the first thing you want to do is actually take all the pictures that says bloom. In the middle it says bloom or bud. You want to cut out the blooms for this. And on one page I'm only using 3 leaves, so I'm going to save the other 3 leaves. So I've printed on like a metallic pearl paper. That's what I had. And Mom, yours? Mom's got like a creamy color. So we've printed it out on that. On this side, Mom is stenciling a box to get some lettering on. I'm just going to cut out my last of my blooms. If you've got children around the house, this might be a good exercise for them as well, just to keep their hands busy and to help you cut out your blooms. So what we want to create is some paper flowers on top of our boxes. Go and visit Leah Griffin's webpage and go and view her video, because the video's got the step-by-step. She puts hers on stems I've just decided not to do that, to actually put mine flat on my box. So what you will need for this is just normal paper or pearl paper, whatever you want to make. Hi Odette. Hi Judith. We're making paper flowers. So there is a link on the comments for Leah Griffin. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. There you go. There's a link for the PDF on there. And there's also a YouTube link where you can go and watch her video of how she makes these. These are camellia flowers. She puts them on stems. We're just going to use them flat. If you've got a cricket or a silhouette, you can actually cut your own just using the PDF and the SVG file. I'm just cutting the last bits of my blooms out. I'm not going to be using the buds. And then we're going to fold some paper flowers and put it on our boxes. Are you finished?
Yes, that's enough, don't you think?
Just show the people on the camera. So Mom has just done some script stenciling as a background on her box. How's everybody doing?
Must we seal it before we do the
No.
flower thing?
Yeah, you must actually. But we're not going to seal it now because we're going to fold the flower and then we're going to seal our box and then we're going to put the flower on top of our box. So you just finished cutting out your blooms. I've had a couple of these. You print.
It's just all my little pieces.
Yes, you need to print 2 pages. Letitia says she loves your Bible box. Thank you, Letitia.
I like the color, yes. Are we fitting them over each other?
I'm going to explain to you now what to do. Have you got all yours cut?
That's what you gave me.
Oh, maar jy's 'n vinnige meisie.
Sepia? Is that?
What is that little pink scissor? Then I'll explain what we are going to be doing next. So it is quite a lot of pieces. You've got quite a lot of pieces to this flower. We're making a camellia out of paper. There's another piece. Okay, so, oh, you still cut. Alright. So we're just cutting on the lines. The pattern actually has the lines. It's a Leah Griffith design. Hi Frida. Someone else. Oh, everybody loves the Bible box, Mom. I'm just going to put it here.
I think it's because of the color. The color is so...
So we've joined 2 pieces of scrapbook paper because the box is too long for the pieces of papers. So where we've joined them, if you look closely, you'll see we've joined them there. We still haven't sealed it. And now we're going to make nice flowers on top. And maybe give the back another coat of bling or something.
I think the bling we need to do there and on that side.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Yes, I think that would be nice. So remember, this week is bathroom challenge week. You need to submit your pictures of what you've done in your bathroom and share it amongst everyone on the page. Next week, I need some ideas.
I've got an idea what we can do next week. The table that Dad's got outside on the veranda.
Yes. So maybe we should go outside next week and do some things outside. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
What
For
outside?
a challenge. Anything outside.
Of any furniture they want to do.
Not just furniture, just maybe flower pots or planting of things, replanting of succulents that have grown overcrowded. We're just cutting our templates. So we've listed the link down at the bottom for the template we are using. It's a PDF format and it's from Liz Griffiths. Griffith. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. There's also a YouTube channel where she shows you how to make these flowers on stems. We're just using this for our own personal use, so we won't be selling this design, but there are a lot of designs on the internet as well. This is for a camellia flower. Is that camellia? Camellia flower? I'm very bad with these names. And we're just cutting it on the line. We've printed 2 pages of each sheet. There's only 1 sheet, and then you get the lines on there. Those are the budgies who did. They're just going. Is that door open today? She says it's soothing. Yeah, they've been talking the whole morning. Okay, how are you looking, Mo? Are you fine?
This is a concentrating job.
It also tells you on the flower how much you should print off. So it tells you cut 2. So then you cut 2. Thank you, Sepia. Sepia's just posted the YouTube link for Liz Griffith. She's got a YouTube channel, so go and like her channel and watch the video if you're not sure how to do this. I'm hoping I've got all my pieces together now. You are only using the blooms, not the buds. Some of these are called buds. See? We're only going to be using the blooms. Hi, Anita. So just to recap, we've done our boxes using scrapbooking paper. I've covered the edges of it and the sides. I'm not going to show you the bottom because it's not painted yet. And then Mama's done the Bible box. So now we are cutting flowers. How's our glue gun doing? Is it on? I don't think it's plugged in. So you are going to be using a glue gun, or you can use normal paper glue or bar stick. The paper that I've used to print on, this one is not on, boy. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's just a pearl. It's called a metallic pearl paper. It's a normal gram paper. You see the shimmer on it. So that's what I've used. And you've cut out all your blooms, and you need 3 of the normal leaves. Now, on her video, she actually shows the leaves as being green. I don't have green paper. So what I'm going to be doing is quickly painting my leaves. And this is the backing for at the bottom of my flower. So that also needs to be green. I'm going to be using Petite Rouge Empress Envy. So that's what I'm going to be using to paint my leaves. Maybe just give it a shake first.
I've only got 1 little leaf here.
Now you've got 3. Actually you've got 4, but you're only going to be using 3. So then I just take my leaf and I paint it. Just normally using my chalk paint. Now you will see the moment you start wetting your leaf that the leaf is going to start curling. It's okay. If you want it straight, then you just paint it at the back again. You see what happens? It starts curling. I just hold it down and I complete.
You should have taken that green paper from Dad.
Yeah, but I couldn't fit that into the printer, can I?
Oh.
Alright, so here's my first leaf. Just painted it green. I'm using Petite Rouge Empress Envy, and I'm going to just chuck it outside so it dries. I'm only going to be using 3 of the 6 leaves because I just want a couple of leaves underneath my flower. I'm painting just using Petite Rouge Empress Envy. That's the dark green. And I'm just painting my paper. I'll come and show you. So it does curl because it's just normal paper, but that's okay. Hello Trudy. Hi Angela. Did you guys see Michelle's box with the bunny on? She did with the aluminium foil. It actually came out very pretty. You must go and have a look on the page. I have shared it on the page as well. Michelle, well done. That looks awesome. So remember, this week's challenge is the bathroom. You need to take something out of your bathroom, revamp it, and take some pictures and post it on our page. That way everybody stays creative and share in ideas. So this is my last of my 3 leaves. I'm just painting it on my paper and it curls. It's okay if it curls. Ma, do you want me to paint yours as well?
Yes, please.
Okay.
On my last flower.
Are you on your last flower? Okay. So the pattern, we've posted the link down. There is a PDF pattern which you can print out and use it for personal use. It was a pleasure, Michelle. And then there's also a YouTube link which has got the video demo from Liz showing how she makes these camellia flowers. She just puts them on stems, which I'm not going to do because it's going flat on my box. So go and like and share that YouTube channel and subscribe. Hello Brenda. This is Alma's leaf. We're just painting it. And you will see once the leaf starts drying, it actually starts going flat again. So it is metallic paper that we've printed. And I didn't have green paper, so that's why I'm painting my leaves green. I'm using Petite Rouge Empress Envy to paint the green. And Emma's busy cutting out the flowers that comes on the pattern. You guys will see there's a lot of different patterns out there, so pick one that you like. If you don't have a glue gun, bar stick, paper glue, Pritt, I'm even sure some sellotape will work. So this is the last of my leaf that I've just painted green, and it's going in the sun. Just to show you, it actually pulls quite straight once it's dried. Have you finished cutting your flowers, Amma?
Yes.
Pretty, pretty. Alright, so what you should now have is, see, Amma's got quite
A stack. I think somebody did me in. I cut more than my flowers.
So what you've got is these little ones, The paper we used, Judy, was a metallic. It's got like a shimmer in it, but you can use any paper. It's a normal paper. It's not a board. You've got some of
There's
these.
2 more flowers.
Yes, right on.
Leafies.
You've got some of these. And then you've got some of these. So yeah. So you just put all the shapes together. So it will tell you on the PDF, cut 2. That means print 2 of them. Because it's set up on an A4 page. This one it will tell you cut 1, but because we put a second page in, we've actually got 2. So we're only going to be using 1. Right? And then you've got a little crown for at the bottom, underneath your flower. Your leaves are already out. Alright, so what we need is a glue gun. So have that close by. And you need a scissor. You would probably need that one. And what you need to do is, because now you've got the line on that side, but you've got no line on that side of the printing. So what you need to do is hold it firmly in the middle of the flower and start bending your leaves upward. I'll come and show those.
Are you doing the side without the...
You're just doing, yeah. So this is the first one I'm using. Taking my scissor and I'm just turning it like that.
Like when you do flower arranging.
Or ribbon.
Or ribbon.
So you're turning it like that. Alright, so you should have a little thingamabob like this.
Do you do all of them?
No.
Only these 2 little ones?
Yes. So this is your first part of your flower. Then,
you have to have a strong piece of paper, otherwise...
no, you just need to hold it firmly and not try and break it. I just need to sort out my flowers. Then the second one, barum. Second one you've got is this. It looks like a 5-leaf, 6-leaf clover. So what I want to do here is I want to do that same motion. Just twirl it. And then on each leaf, it looks like a little heart. You see? Hi, Nancia. So on the little heart, you want to actually fold that little heart portion as well. Both of them. So that you've got something like that. The light is
like
bad.
this?
There we go. Yes, but now the little hearts at the top. No, hang on. Okay, I'll show you again. So the little heart itself, you also flick.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So there's basically 3 of these flicks that you need to do. You need to do the normal leaf, and then you need to do one side of the heart and the other side of the heart. So it creates this type of look.
Oopsie.
If you break it,
Oopsie poopsie.
then that's good. That's all right. Now we can show them how that works. Right. So if you broke it off, which can happen, you just glue it back with your glue gun.
Okay, but once I'm finished.
All right. But once you finish,
Yes.
okay. Just don't forget to glue it back.
Yes.
So you take your individual leaves, flick it out. We're just using a metallic paper for this, but you can use any paper. And then you take your little heart and you flick it on the one side and you flick it on the other side. Obviously this template you can make that you've got a real big flower. If you want to print each and every bloom on its own A4, then you're going to have a much bigger flower. Let me just see. Are you gluing it back together? See up there? See up there? Now's not the time to play with the dogs. So I'm just flicking each and every little leaf on the heart fold. So once I'm done, I should have something like that. And you need to do this with all your petals. Just to recap those that have just joined us, we did boxes done with scrapbooking paper yesterday, and Mom did a Bible box with scrapbooking paper and some stenciling. And now we are making camellias because we want to put a flower on top of our boxes. We have dropped the link below of the website where you can get a PDF. We are not going to sell it. We don't have commercial rights on it.
The next one the same.
Yes, the same story.
Also the little hearts.
If you can. And there's a YouTube video of Liz as well where she explains how to do it. So you're welcome to go and have a look there. So we will just be using this for personal use. You need to have your glasses on for this. But that's what I've got now. And I've done the edges as well. So what I'm going to do now with my centerpiece, because I want it to be like a little bud, is actually take the one piece up and put a drop of glue on there, not so much as I did. Fold the opposite point over it. Just hold it in place. Don't shake as much as I do. See what I've done? And I want to have it rather long than round. So I just hold it in place like I want it. Okay. Then I'm going to bring in the leaves on the sides as well and glue them on as well. So a little dot here. And maybe on the edge. Hoping you guys can see, and put that on there. So now I'm creating the bud portion of the camellia.
Let me see.
So first you fold the two flaps opposite each other and you glue them. And then you glue this one on the side and then you glue them.
Every time a new blob here.
Yeah, and every time a new little blob of glue on the edge. Taking in that piece. Be careful not to burn yourself, Judith. So what I've got now is on this side, I now need to hold it down. So we're working with paper, creating little paper flowers. And now, once that side is done, you go and you do the next side. I glue on the side of the paper and I bring my leaf over. It's easy if I show you in front of the camera, eh? So I've got glue on there. And now bring my leaf in. Oops.
What do you do with this little piece?
And we link it in there. That's for right at the last. You're going to do it at the bottom. So there you've got a little bud happening.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I think so. I still have to fold the rest of mine.
You have to hold it a bit.
Yes, you have to hold it in place so that the glue can set first. Oops. I've just got so many spider webs here.
I did this one on the wrong side.
It's okay. You can always go around the edges and touch it up with some dry brushing. So you've got a little ball that's sitting in your hand. This is now the crown of the flower. You can remove those pieces of spider webs hanging around them. Alright, so now we've got the bud of our flower. I just want to continue curling these quickly. This is still part of the leaves of my camellia.
Is that right? That little ball?
Oh, you're much quicker than what I was. Yes,
I used to make these little flowers years ago.
Okay, so you know how to do that.
that
Well,
the
mine's
next
going to
one?
look a bit quicker. No, you're not going to use that other piece. This you're not going to be using.
Why are we only making one flower?
No, it says bloom cut 1.
Yes.
But because we had to print it on 2 pages for the others, it printed that one as well.
Oh, I thought we were going to do that now. And then put it in the next one.
So it's actually quite easy, Emma.
Yes.
It's not complicated. So I flick the leaf itself and then I flick it on the little hard pointy stuff. So you see there's a little heart on the side there. So I flick each one as well.
And when are you painting them?
You're not going to paint them, they're going to be that color on your box. Only thing that's painted is your green leaves for at the bottom of your flower.
You see, I did mine. There's my red marking.
That's okay, you can dry brush it with some
Yes.
gold afterwards. So alright. You're much quicker than what I am today. I'm very slow. So this is the last of my leaf. Hold it in the center, take my scissor and flick it up so that you create that little bend in your leaf. So creating the bend. Go and check out the links. One is the PDF format from Liz Griffith and the other one is her YouTube channel. She shows you step by step how to do this as well. So
Is that lady that we watched yesterday that did that?
no. She only does paper flowers and she's got different videos on there and we're only using it for personal use. You cannot use it to commercially make and sell, but for your own personal use it's more than sufficient. Alright, so now just showing you what I've got.
Somebody's commenting me.
No. We've got the big flower. We've got the middle one. And we've got our bud that we created with the paper. So now we're just going to layer them. You start with your 6-finger clover leaf first.
The smaller one.
Yes, and you put a dollop of glue in the middle, and you actually take your crown and you add your crown to the first leaf. Just be careful not to burn your fingers. So that's my first layer. Okay? You done that? Yeah. Okay, you can bend your flower upwards a bit because you're creating like a flower, so it's okay to bend it in a bit. Put it in your hand, Mom. And bend the leaves a bit so that you're creating like a little cocoon for the center part. Right, now the second layer, you want the leaves to overflap like that.
That's not enough, eh? Sorry?
You want the leaves to be like that they're not at the
Is this good enough?
Yeah, that's perfect. So this is now the second. Remember, we've got two of these. This is the second one. When you position it in, make sure that the leaves are not exactly the same. They need to be in between each other. And then you just glue it down. So, just a small drop would do. So this is what I've got now. I don't know. Right, now we're going to be working towards the bigger leaves of the camellia. So once again, I want to make sure that it's being like a little bucket. And then I'm going to put a dollop of glue in there. And then add the rest of my flour in there. And this is what I've got so far. Okay. And then the last one, I put my dollop in and I take my whole flour and I place it inside of that flour, making sure that the leaves are not in the same place as the previous one. Okay. So if you want to follow this lady, her name is Liz Griffith. She's got a website, so we put the link down at the bottom. You can actually follow the PDF and print them. There's a link for her video on YouTube, so you can go and watch how she makes the camellia. But in essence, that's how the flower looks. Then you've got a little piece here at the back which is called a bloom. Cut one, a small little flower. Now for this one, you'll also paint it green. Well, I'll paint yours. Or do you want to paint and I'll go and fetch our leaves?
Okay.
Oh, I forgot something. What about these?
That's a second set, is it not?
No, it's all part of the same set. I forgot about these. We need to put them on as well. That's why it's not looking so lekker. Oops. If you tear it off, you just glue it back on.
So what now?
You must add them on. All is part of one flower.
Well, then you've got this little piece now.
Now that piece is you can leave out. This you're not going to use at all.
So you keep on doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We forgot about our leaves.
So you've got 2 sets that you're working with.
in one flower.
Yes.
Yes.
Shoo-wee.
Yes, be careful, it burns. Alright, luckily it was the last outside leaves. So you just place it inside your flower, or your flower inside of it.
I could feel a
You see, I tore a piece off mine, so I just glue it back in.
Nou gaan we die ander koekies cherries.
See, it's back in position, and then I just glue this in.
Yes, that looks better.
Yes, I told you. Now it's nice and full.
Yeah.
So this is my camellia flower. Hi Rihanna, ons maak blommetjies. Ma, do you want to paint these?
Yes.
And I'll go and get the leaves. So what we did is, we don't have green paper, we painted our leaves green. And 1, 2, 3, I'm missing one. I'm missing a leaf. Now I want to get some texture on my leaves, so I'm just taking a normal pencil, and at the back I'm going to place it on something soft like a cloth, and at the back of it, let me just show you what I'm going to be doing. This is the back of my leaf. I'm just going to draw in a vine and some portions of this. And you need to draw it in quite hard so that it can make an indent in front. You're not going to see it now. Well, I'm busy doing yours. So I put it down on a piece of cloth so it's got that flexibility to move. And I draw in my veins on the cloth. So that you get that bit of texture when you look at the front of it. I'm hoping you guys are going to see the indenting on it. But it's got a bit of a texture to it. There's one for you. I'm pressing quite hard with my pencil, creating some veins in my leaf, just for a little bit of texture. How many do you want?
2 is enough, I think.
Okay. Once again, just pressing in with my pencil quite hard to create some indents. It would be much easier if you had green paper, which we don't have. There we go. And maybe the long one. Pressing hard with my pencil into the paper and creating veins on my little leaf. Like so. And then when you combine the lot on your box, you should now have a camellia.
And here's your bottom piece.
Oh, and my bottom piece, I'll take that now. You should now have a camellia on your box. Oops. Like that. Now I'm not going to put this onto my box yet because I first want to seal my box. There's two ways of sealing it. You can either use just normal lacquer spray. Remember to keep your 30 centimeter distance. It's paper. Paper wobbles. Okay, I must remember by Amma there's still beautiful paper, so we can still make lots of blossoms. Brenda says. Thanks, Brenda.
Yes.
So I would just spray my box with a lacquer sealant. Keep your 30 centimeter distance. Remember, this is paper. Paper goes like this if it gets wet. So remember that. Or use your normal chalk paint sealer, but I'll do a very, very light coat. And once that is sealed, I will actually put my flower onto my box and stick it in place. So there you go, guys. That's the easy way of making a camellia. Remember, the PDF format is on, has been posted on here. It's a lady called Liz Griffith. If you want to go and follow her. She also has a YouTube page, which we put the link to, where you can see how she made this. She made the camellias on stems. We don't have stems. And we needed a flat flower. Now you can still go in with a dry brush. Luckily for us, Petite Rouge has an awesome rose gold color. It's called La Viande Rose. And I'm going to be using this once I can get it open.
Can we dry brush it with one of these little brushes?
Yes, but you use very, very little. So even less than you would on a stencil. So what you would do is you would dip your brush into your paint. And you just want to cover the edging. I want to go and show them quickly. So you just want to touch the edges of your flowers. Just so that you've got a bit of texture on it. And this color works fine with my box because I've got a rose gold color in my box. So it's actually an awesome color to use. So yeah, you just go around your edges. Oops, doing a bit of dry brushing. If you've got a antique distress stamper, you're welcome to use some stamp ink as well. We don't have that. I just want to do some of the leaves so that I can see what I've done. And that's going to give it that vintagey look. Hope you guys can see. Hi Mimpy. Alright, so that's it for today. Remember to submit your bathroom challenge pictures.
Mark up.
And to post the pictures on the page and to share with others. And we hope you have an awesome day and stay motivated and keep crafting.
Have a nice evening. Bye.